It's too early in the morning for this, man. I got a stomach ache. I'm feeling sick. Like this is too early in the morning for this nonsense. Okay, so as you can see by the title, we finally got confirmation like on our casting for the for Titans. I'm calling it Titans because that's what it's being called right now. Not Teen Titans. I'm gonna clarify this kind of stuff real quickly later on in this video. But we have officially the lead, one of the leads, and who's going to be playing Starfire. Her name is Anna Diop, or I don't know how to pronounce her name. She was recently cast in 24 Legacy. Never really seen her act before. She's from Senegal. She's a Senegalese actor. And she's been cast as Starfire. Now, you can assume that the problem is, this is where the controversy starts. It's because she's a black woman. Now, let me just make a disclaimer here really quickly about my viewpoint on things like this. When it comes to casting, especially fictional characters, for instance, if a character is white in the comic books, I think you should probably keep him white. If a character is black, you should probably keep him black. Then again, I've seen different versions, like especially when you talk about multiverses and things like that, and you want to bring that kind of stuff in. I've seen different colors of characters taking the same name. For example, I've seen a black Superman. I've also seen a black Batman. I've seen different types of things. I've seen for instance, most recent one of the most popular things in Marvel is Captain Marvel was actually a man. And now Captain Marvel's a woman. And actually now they have an Indian or a Pakistani. I can't forget exactly where she originates from, Kamala Khan. But she's now Captain Marvel. She's now Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel. So Miss Marvel was also, was Carol Danvers. Now she's Captain Marvel. And Miss Marvel was once white. Now she's Pakistani or Middle Eastern. I forget exactly what country. All right. So I've seen them. When it comes to superhero characters, this is one thing people need to understand. When it comes to superhero characters, to be completely honest with you, any person of any color or anything can play that character, if I'm being quite honest with you. Most recently, too, we have Jane Foster as Thor. People originally know Thor, especially from the Norse mythology, as being a man, Thor Odinson. Now we have Thor, the title of the superhero, is now being played, is now a woman now, okay? But has the same name. Normally I'm more towards keeping the characters close to what they look like in the comic books. I'm just used to that kind of stuff like that. But here's the problem. Here's what's really annoying about this situation, right? People are making a big deal that this woman is black and she's playing Starfire, but they're completely forgetting the fact that Starfire, one, is from another world entirely. She's an alien, and two, she has no color that matches anyone on Earth. She's like an orangey, tangy, depending on what era you're reading her comic story from. She can be seen as like a lime green or whatever. It just depends on how you're looking at her, but orange, tangy color. She's not from Green Eyes. Green eyes, not like green eyes we have, like green eyes. Like, come on now. They can easily cover this woman in orange paint or something that looks like the comic book character. I can bring the example. You already know I'm going to bring up Zoe Saldana as Gamora. Gamora's race is an alien race. She's green in the comic books, okay? Zoe Saldana is, I think she's, I could be wrong exactly as to where she's from, but I know she's like half black or half Hispanic or something like that. But she's a person of color, okay? But she plays Gamora. Green paint. The thing about society is that society is thinking, oh, this is a woman of color underneath this paint. So even though we know she's green, they're still thinking that Zoe Saldana is whatever. People, at first, I guess people would have made an issue about it, but then again, a lot of people never made so much of an issue with it because most people, when Guardians of the Galaxy came out, had no clue who Gamora was or who the Guardians of the Galaxy was. So a lot of people were pretty much just open. Like me, myself, I didn't know anything about the Guardians until I saw the movie, the first one, and then after that, I went and read the comics after that and familiarized myself with the characters. Okay, it doesn't matter. She's green, okay? And people are just thinking, nowadays, no one is really making an issue about Zoe Saldana playing, the character. My issue is now, like I said, I care more about performance, okay? I care more about whether this actor can actually perform and do the job as this character. Do I think that this Anna Diop, who I've never seen act, does she have the potential to be a good Starfire? I don't know. I haven't seen her act. I haven't seen her performances. I'm gonna go watch some of her stuff before, after this video, and probably like check her out and see what she does. But for all you know, she's a good actress. You never know. And she's a beautiful woman. One of the things, and here's what's really pissing me off, is like, I saw this, I wasn't gonna make a video about this, but like I saw the Facebook comments and the this comments, and then there's people, oh, she's not beautiful enough to play Starfire. What kind of drugs are you on, homie? Oh my gosh. They're like, she's not beautiful to play Starfire. She's not this. She's black. She's whatever. Yes, of course you're going to get that stuff, but it's like, are you seriously going to say something like that? I mean, yes, when it comes to beauty or what people are, just because you're not attracted to that person doesn't make that person ugly or not fit to play the character. You see what I'm saying? So like, it kind of really bothers me when people just think like that. It's like, what is wrong with you? She's playing a character. The character doesn't even have the same color as her. She can easily go under paint. Come on, use your mind, use your head. My main concern is if she's actually the right age to play the character. There's things I've been seeing the project titled as Titans. Okay, I've seen the project title as Titans. If the project is called Titans, then they're not teens, which means, because I looked up her age, she's like mid-20s or whatever. That is the perfect age to play Starfire. For instance, if you look at movies like Justice League versus Teen Titans, or if you look at Judas Contract, the most recent one, the animated movie, you see that Starfire and Nightwing are both older. They're in their 20s. They're starting to, I guess, more of like a relationship where they're living together. They're not teens at that point. So I know I know Starfire from both as a teenager and as an adult. If they're doing Titans and that's the case, then she's the right age. If they're doing Teen Titans and they're supposed to be teenagers, then that's where the real problem comes in, because she does not look like a teenager. She looks like her age. This woman doesn't necessarily look like a teenager. But then again, even in most versions of the Teen Titans in the comics, Starfire was looked as a grown woman, okay, to the rest of the Teen Titans. People, I just don't understand the logic behind how people are just thinking. It doesn't make any sense. Stop making this a big deal. Because when my friend Dylan, he texted me the picture on Instagram, I was like, oh boy, here we go. I see a problem. I see a problem arising. I see that this can be an issue and that people are going to make a big deal about this. Oh boy, here we go. She's a black woman cast as Starfire. Oh my gosh, you're going to have problems. The problem will come if they don't represent the character authentically. You see what I'm saying? For instance, Starfire is neither black nor white, nor Asian, nor anything like that. She's an orange woman. Anyone can play her. An Asian person can play Starfire, okay? A black person, a white person can play Starfire. A Mexican person, Hispanic, Middle Eastern person, any person can play Starfire. Any woman can play Starfire, because Starfire is a different color that doesn't even make any sense on Earth. She's orange. I don't get that. People are just so thick-headed. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm trying to keep myself from really over-ranting, because, like, I can't raise my voice up too loud, but, like, this is ridiculous. I will be screaming right now, because the point that these people are bringing up and all these things that these people are bringing up are no concern. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't relate to anything that will hinder the project or stop the project from going forward. This is so stupid, dude. It's literally like this is like oh man, this is so stupid. This is really stupid. Now, if they did her as Starfire and they gave her an afro and she doesn't have the orange skin and she doesn't think, then I would be like a little bit more like, okay, then you need to chill out. You know, that's not really Starfire. That's somebody else. I think you gotta, in whatever you're doing, you gotta represent the character right. If you're gonna have a black Superman, he has to have the Superman symbol. He has to have the color scheme because we need to know that that's Superman. Okay? If you're doing whatever character you're doing, it needs to be represented the right way when it comes to symbols and color schemes and costumes and stuff like that. As far as the race is concerned, it doesn't really necessarily matter. And to be honest with you, I'm telling you the truth. If they wanted to make a white Luke Cage, I wouldn't have an issue with that, if I'm being quite honest. But they would never actually do that because Luke Cage was created to represent a specific community within New York, or I mean New York. I'm listening to the wrong place because most versions of Luke Cage in the comics wasn't actually from New York. They're actually from another part of the country. Okay, but Luke Cage was created during the 70s. All right, where a lot of black people didn't have superheroes to look up to. Same thing goes for Black Panther. They wouldn't dare try to make a white Black Panther because Black Panther was created for a specific person, a specific purpose to represent the black community. But Starfire is completely different. She's not represented she's not created to represent any specific racial community on Earth. She is from outer space. She is an alien with a different color. Have you ever seen an actual person that looks like Starfire on Earth? If you have, whatever. I mean, it's not entirely impossible. You never know. Anything is possible these days. But have you actually seen someone that looks like that? Stop being stupid. I don't want to see and I already know I'm going to get a couple of people in the comments if this video gets really big, talking a whole bunch of crap and nonsense because you're so ignorant. Stop being ignorant with this. You're being really ignorant. All right, I'm going to keep saying this again. Starfire is not black, nor white, nor Asian. She is an orange person, an alien from another world. She kisses someone, she speaks their language. She has no... It's too early in the morning for this, man. This is so stupid. Anyways, guys, I'm done with this. This is not as crazy because there's some things that I really wanted to talk about in this video that I really can't address. I'm gonna just keep it there. I'm gonna just keep it here because YouTube is very picky when it comes to things like this. But I'm gonna just leave it there. You guys let me know in the comments what you think about this stuff, man. Like I said again. What matters most is if the show is going to be good, is the writing good, is the acting good, and then stuff like visual effects comes next, and then, making sure the story is solid, and then things like that, costume design, all that stuff is coming next. But you got to make sure you have a nice story that's flowing. That's my concern. My concern is not the fact that it's a black woman playing Starfire. That ain't my concern. My concern is if the story is going to be good and if this show will be successful for DC and Warner Brothers. That's my concern. I want this show to succeed. I want it to do well. Whatever platform they release it on, I want it to do well. That is my concern. I'm actually concerned about real things. I'm not being ignorant about little stupid petty racist nonsense. It's stupid, okay? Focus on the story, focus on the characters, focus on their development, focus on the writing, focus on the production value, focus on the visuals, focus on things like that, because that's what's more important than anything else that these people are bringing up as issues, which is really not. Anyways, like I said, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna keep it at that level. I'm not gonna really go above where I want to go. Okay, you guys subscribe. Let me know if you're new. Let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with me. If you disagree with me, please give me something constructive or something that makes sense. Because if you tell me something that doesn't make any sense, I'm just gonna ignore your comment or just delete it. Okay, if you have something that makes sense, leave it in the comment section down below. All right, be nice to everybody. All right, I'll see you in the next video. We got a couple videos to record today. I'll see you guys later. Bye.